Michelin and Porsche have collaborated both on the street car side and on the race car side for over 60 years. You can see that evident in the fact that Michelin's developed specifically fitments for Porsche race cars, and that's primarily the N2 and the N3 spec. Michelin's worked really closely with Porsche to develop these fitments specifically for the cars that you might be taking to track days, or even all the way up to the Porsche Carrera Cup like we have here this weekend. And so the beauty part of working with Michelin is that it's really the same tires all the way through. It's the same tires that you can take to track day, that you can take to the DE events, that you can take all the way to Carrera Cup and IMSA sanctioned events. So really learning to drive on these tires, you can do that at your own pace. You can do that at the track day events, work your way up to the more professional levels. And the good news is Michelin's there every step of the way.
As a racer, we obviously want a tire that's fast, and Michelin is obviously one of the best tire choices for that. But we also want to look for a tire that gives you a very well indication of the limits of the tire, where the peak is, and something that lasts long. So the great thing about the Michelin is it has a fantastic peak. So that part, there's the performance. But then over the course of a race or test days, you're trying to save on budget. You want a tire that's going to last. So the Michelin does a very good job at lasting.
Not only is Michelin's relationship with Porsche quite strong, but we also have relationships with the teams that run these tires. One specific example, of course, is kellymoss. They run everything in the Porsche ladder system, and Michelin's with them every step of the way.
Great thing about kellymoss and the kellymoss Drivers Academy is that they give you tons of information on how to choose the right tires, how to choose the right starting pressures, and then just how to learn how to get acquainted with whatever new tire compound you're running on.
A lot of the things that Michelin focuses on specifically with Porsches, but across all of our platforms, is really the consistency of performance. And so, for instance, Carrera Cup races are 40 minutes, and we see minimal degradation or lap time drop-off across a 40-minute race. And so you'll see that on the N3 fitments as well as the N2 fitments. Warm-up is also a critical part of what we look for in tire development and what we focus on in tire development, so that maybe by only out lap or on lap 2, the tires are ready to go at their peak performance, and they maintain that performance across a 30-minute or a 40-minute or a 45-minute stint or a race, whatever the case may be.
Michelin has all of the support and the resources to make sure that they're giving the teams the right information. And you guys do a great job at giving a great starting operating window to optimize the performance and the engineering of the tire. A tire, most people don't understand how truly amazing the engineering is behind how a tire behaves and it's able to do what it does. And so Michelin is trying to make you have the best experience possible, but also keep you safe, because it's not only about performance, but it's about being able to last and make it through the race.
Porsche works really closely with Michelin so that we're not developing tires in a vacuum. We're really developing tires with Porsche as they're developing their spring packages and as they're developing their damper packages, so that when it all gets bolted onto the car, it really works well together and it's one cohesive unit that works well for you.